most important knowledge and skills, how to become a successful adult. Each of us gained this knowledge and skills through our own experiences and failures. For some, it was easy, while others had difficulties establishing themselves, dealing with stress and communication problems, something that we don't wish to our kids on their way to adulthood. If we want to help teenagers find a worthy place in the adult world, we need to ensure that they're prepared to face future difficulties and master their lives with confidence. With this in mind, we've designed the Smart Heads one-year program where teenagers can learn and practice the needed skills, something that their parents consider very important. How can this be achieved? The main goal of our program is to create conditions where teenagers can work on their image, effectively self-position themselves, and grow their social competence. Our approach is based on edutainment, which is a blend of education and entertainment. Our basic principle is do not say, but do, create, and act. Our coaching model includes group settings and the involvement of different coaches who bring a diversity of styles and interactive approaches, which in turn help develop flexibility and open new horizons for teenagers. During the 9 months, our students will master their body language, self-confidence, storytelling, acting, communication, personal image, public speaking, dancing, and stress management skills. Furthermore, they will be able to try out everything they learned with a real public through different activities on the stage. In the end, our graduates will have a final gala, beautiful and elegant. This will be really a great challenging year of self-development. However, the result will be just as great. If you are a teenager and looking for establishing a well-deserved place in society as an adult, we are here for you.
Hello and welcome to Live with KacyCExcel, your lead to excellence. How are you guys? Happy Friday. A little tired of Friday, a little gloomy Friday, but it's a happy Friday. Never give up on the people who actually make you smile. Never ever. Today we have here an eminent guest, brand new show, brand new guest. And of course we have here the producer and director of this show, Kacy Chauhan, the IELTS instructor for your IELTS and self-help needs. We have here the founder, Naira. She is a PhD in psychology, coach of effective communication and building relationships. She is a registered psychotherapist, wow, and she's an etiquette expert along with an international speaker and my favorite member of Forbes Coaches Council. Welcome, Naira and Kacy.
Thank you, Rida. Hello everybody, welcome to you all and Dr. Naira to Live with KacyCExcel with my belief in 3Ds, determination, diligence, dedication, along with the grace of the Almighty. Everybody, education, we got to impart education, we got to develop what social skills are, how to really face the world out there, how to groom yourself, how to communicate. Yes, everybody, we've got communicate, connect, prosper. Our genius of communication, Dr. Naira, welcome.
Kacy, what an introduction. Thank you, Rida. It's such a pleasure to be here. And I'm happy to spend this evening with you and your guests.
Awesome. So tell us more about yourself, Dr. Naira.
I have PhD in psychology. So first of all, maybe I should start what happened before I came into psychology. I'm a criminal lawyer by my first education.
Oh my!
And during my internship, I was not happy with the system. I was not happy with what I saw, and I was thinking, what can I do for people before they get into trouble, before they they are punished? And I switched into psychology, and it was 25 years ago.
Ah.
Since then I got my master's, then I became a PhD in psychology, then I got few certificates in Jungian therapy, family system therapy, hypnotherapy, psychosomatic therapy, and psychodrama. And I'm in love in psychology, and this is what I do, and this is what I will be doing the rest of my life.
Awesome.
I'm new in Canada, rather new in Canada. It's 4 years that I'm here. And when I immigrated to Canada, I did not speak English. Therefore, Kacy, I needed you that time. Unfortunately, I did not meet you, so I learned intensively English, and I went to libraries, to ESL classes, and to volunteers who work with newcomers. So I had to learn to improve my language, and I almost couldn't speak.
So see, when there's a will, right? And there's this determination to improve yourself, to work on yourself, and to become better than before. This is what happened, Dr. Naira. You did that. She comes from Armenia, Moscow, and we are diverse. Canada is an immigrant country, Dr. Naira. Everybody have their own mother tongue, but then English is the lingua franca. English is our native language here. We all improve. Improve how? There has to be that will there for self-development, and that's what you did. And that is one of the programs you are bringing for the you out there, right?
I do. I did it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had psychological education, and when I arrived, I did not speak English. However, I needed to establish communication with other people without speaking English.
Mm-hmm.
I still had my nonverbal language. I had my body, I had my facial expressions, I had my gestures, I had my posture, I had my outfit, I had my manners, and I was a good listener.
Wow.
So this is what helped me establish myself in Canadian society, and this is what I thought now I should put into a program for those who probably had the same challenges that I had when I arrived.
There you go. Once you go through it yourself, you know what's the need out there, and that's what you brought to all of us. This is very innovative and very helpful for the youth out there. What is it, Dr. Naira?
So the program that I put up initially, it was for adults.
Okay.
Then I created another course for adults, which is called Advanced Conflict Management. Then I created another course, which is called Happy Relationships in Couples. And another course, Effective Professional Communication. And finally, another course, which is called Favorable Parent-Child Relationships, which relates to relationships between adult parents and adult children. There is so much unspoken. There is so much resentment. And with this course, I tried to help people reflect and maybe look back into their childhood safely and say something that maybe they never did. It relates a lot to my childhood as well. I was an introverted child, a shy introverted child, and I could not speak about my needs, however I wanted. And it took me years, I would say decades, to develop these skills for myself, and that was my motivation to do it for others. Then I created a course which is called Top-Notch Confidence and Self-Esteem, and finally, after doing all these for adults, now I switched to teenagers to remembering who I was, remembering my challenges, and I thought, why wait? Why use these years? Why develop these skills throughout your life if you can do it earlier with right coaches and the right mentors?
Wow.
That was my motivation.
Wow, wow. So from adults you switched to teenagers. Why do you think in a country like Canada, teenagers really need that? With lots of other programs in place.
You know, I think I would not limit this program to Canada. I would say it's important for every teenager. You know why? Because they're our future. And our future depends on them. They will build, they will implement our dreams. They will implement what we wanted. And they should be able, first of all, to do it for the world, for us, and most importantly, for themselves. For this, I look at the development process of teenagers. It has 3 parts. The first part is to realize your own value, to understand who you are. And there is a value in each of us. There is a light in each of us. There is a leader inside of every person. So it's first part, to realize who you are. This is what we do through the whole life, and we always, once we understand who we are determined. We know where to go. We can say no to something that pushes us away from our dream, and it helps us to say yes to possibilities. The second part is how to now deliver it to society, who you are, because we communicate with those who we love. It's our small circle. We deliver it to small groups, and finally we deliver it to big audience. This is second part. So we should learn how to deliver this, and it brings us to the third part, to the tools of communication and delivery. As I mentioned, we have verbal and non-verbal levels of communication.
That seems really very interesting. So you said that the very first part, that there is a need out there, right? And did you compare this very course before planning it with some other courses in the market?
You will be surprised that I didn't. I didn't.
Really?
I looked at...
And you came out so apt with it, I can see that.
So what differs my course from others, therefore I could not compare. There are no such courses. Why? I'm not the coach in this course. I'm the curator, and I'm one of the coaches. So throughout this course we will teach 9 essential life skills. Body language, communication, personal image, public speaking, storytelling, self-confidence, stress management, dancing, and even acting.
Oh, wow.
And I will be coaching only body language part. For all other skills, other modules, there are other coaches who are competent in this area. So therefore it's a team. We are a team of 9 coaches. Moreover, after the training process, there will be practical part when we will bring our students to the stage where they will speak in public and bring their newly developed skills in front of the real audience. And if going back to my choice, why these 9 skills? First of all, body language. As I mentioned, everything starts from nonverbal, and they say, psychologists say, that 93% of our communication is nonverbal. Therefore, we should realize what tools, what cues, what signs, nonverbal signs we apply, how to read others, and how to establish connection throughout body language. When I came to Canada, as I said, I could not say a word. However, I had great listening skills as a psychologist. Therefore, in each company, when someone was speaking, slowly they were turning to me, and I was the main listener, and they told me stories that I did not even understand and I could not understand. However, they were so passionate and I could read their body language. I could be on the same wavelengths with them. The second is communication. As I said, once you realize, the second will be not communication, it will be self-confidence. This is the part where teenagers will understand their value. They will try to look inside and see the message that they have that was not spoken. The third part will be, the next module will be acting. Why acting? Acting is a flexibility. Acting is our ability to be different. Acting is our ability to switch different roles, which is very important in life. So we, for example, if you speak with an adult, you use one type of communication. However, if you will speak with 3-year-old kid, you will change your language. You will even change your position. You will try to keep the same level of eye contact with them. It's very important if you want to get connected with everyone. The next is stress management. In life, there are not only there are situations that we are not comfortable, that are challenging. There are people who are challenging as well. So we should be prepared for this. Don't lose our emotional balance, and at the same time learn how to get back if we were imbalanced, if we lost this foundation, emotional stability. Then we have public speaking, where the teenagers will learn how to deliver their message to big audience, because there are special tools for this, how to engage everyone, how to include people in around, how to involve them in communication, even if you are not speaking one-on-one with them. Then we have storytelling, where we will apply to different modalities of communication, where we will talk about describing events, visualizing, showing, expressing audio, expressing video materials, and using adjectives, using special words for this. Then we have a part where we will work on, we will practice dancing. Why dancing? Dancing helps to establish communication with our body. So our body will be relaxed, not tensed, because sometimes even when our body is not comfortable, we don't behave naturally. And it's very important to establish this connection and to practice this connection. What else we have? Personal image, for sure. So sometimes there are situations when we don't have possibility to say a word, but we should express ourselves fast and effectively. Therefore, there are different tools, different possibilities of how to do it with your outfit. What message would you like to bring with your outfit to the audience? And after all this, I think I mentioned all 9. After all these 9, yes, I did. After practicing all these 9 life skills, which will take 9 months, we will practice. So
before Dr. Naira continues with after the 9 month, let me just repeat the nine very programs. This is what modules in the program. So number 1 is body language. Like she said, 97%. There's 70% of your body language, and the 30% is your spoken. But then she being the psychiatrist, she can tell us better. So number 1, first module is the body language. Second module is the self-confidence. Third module is the stress management, the most important one in Canada. Fourth one is public speaking. We all want that. You want that confidence to go out and to speak in front of the public, in your classrooms, in your home, or at your job place. Then comes communication. Communication, which can lead up to interpersonal communications, your soft skills, your hard skills. How would you really communicate with all those 4 important skills, which is your listening, reading, speaking, and writing, of course. Then comes your storytelling. That's where the listening is. You would love to hear those stories and enhance your listening, thus enhancing your vocabulary, everybody. Personal image. What's that very personal image for the youth out there? The way you dress, the way you put your makeup on, the way you communicate with each other, the way you sit, your etiquettes, your manners, your tone, your pitch, the quality you portray out there. That is all about your personal image. That very first impressions you give out there to the public out there, to the employer out there, so that you get hired, so that you get loved, and so that you get promoted. And last but not the least, that's the entertaining part which we all would love. Dancing and acting, everybody. Your kids are gonna learn dancing. I'm gonna ask Dr. Naira, is it all type of dances? Like I like salsa, hip hop, break dance, the few which I know. So will I get to learn the ones which I like? And of course with dancing comes along acting. Acting is drama. Acting is skits. We all are actors out there. Kids are actors out there. They want something from their mom. They're going to enact and make it a play and ask their parents to have that specific thing. So the actor lies in you all
My
of
God,
them.
you love to speak. Let's hire her as a marketing.
So
I was thinking about this.
I have
Let's
to
hire
explain this to the people out there. So, Dr. Naira, the dancing part I would like to ask you first. What type of dances are they going to learn?
So when I mentioned Kacy, one skill is 1 month. It's 12 hours. For sure,
Okay.
in 12 hours you cannot become a worldwide dancer. But what's most important?
What about overweight people?
Look, the thing is, there are no limits.
Ah.
You will dance your own dance. And it can be a mix of different dancing styles that you like, because it will be, that's the idea, to help you dance your own style,
Wow.
to create your own
Wow.
style. Be yourself.
I would be free dancing there. What about acting? What do they have to act there?
For it, they will learn how to switch their heads.
Oh wow!
Different roles.
Different roles, role playing, everybody. So the important thing here is, for every module there is a specialist, a coach out there. So you're gonna get a different coach for all the 9 different coaches. That's gonna be awesome, right? You're gonna get 9 different coaches, teachers to communicate with, to learn from.
That's the idea of the course. So I'm the curator, I'm the creator. However, each of us responsible for their area. Why? First of all, the first one will be body language. Why? Because it's very easy to start with non-verbal. It's less stressful. So you start, you slowly, you move with your body, you show your mood, you show your emotion, and slowly you get into communication, and then you open up. That's why body language will be the first. Then we will have other coaches, and the level of the stress of tasks will increase. However, at the same time, this is the logic of the course. At the same time, stress is increasing, challenges are increasing. However, resilience is increasing as well.
Whoa! What about the age groups, Dr. Naira?
The age groups now, initially we had, there are slight changes. So for now we are working with teenagers of 12 to 18 years old.
Oh, only
And
12 to 18?
Not
Okay.
for now. For
Okay,
now,
okay.
they will be other age groups, 9 to 12, and then 18 plus. However, for now, the first group starts on November 27th,
Oh.
and this is the group for 12 to 18 years old, and there are a few spots left.
Okay, so what does the course include? What's this?
So this is the one that's.
Okay.
This is for adults. This is Genius of Communication. This is the one with these are 9 life skills.
okay.
So the course includes 12 hours of training for each module.
12 hours of training for each of the 9 modules.
Correct.
With 12 participants each.
Maximum 12. Why?
Maximum.
Because we'd like to give attention to everyone.
Wow.
Second, we assume that confident teenagers will not come to our program. Those who are introverted, those who are shy, those who don't know how to communicate and make friends, they will come. Therefore, group should be limited to 12 people so they feel comfortable in small group. But at the end of these 9 months, and by the way, I was always asked, can it be shorter than 9 months? No, it cannot.
Can't be.
Look, we are working with habits. We are working with something that was already established. Therefore, it takes time to develop new habits. It takes time to show new possibilities, new options that kids have. And it does not happen in one night. That's what people usually do. They read books and they believe that now changes will happen. No, they don't, because knowledge is not a change. Applied knowledge is a change, and you know it's the same as
it takes time. There's no magic wand out there that you just swish that and the change happens. In order to learn any language, as per their theory, it's a 7 years process. So a 9-month program with 9 modules, and every module is different from each other, and this is the self-development. There is where you're going to groom yourself. You're going to get the confidence. So like Dr. Naira said, the weak ones out there, those are shy, those who don't like to speak, those who are introverts, those who are scared of something, those who really don't like to go out there. With this very program, they are going to get that confidence. They're going to be in that environment with a beautiful creator, Dr. Naira, and of course so many different pretty looking coaches. Yes, it comes to coaches, Dr. Naira. Tell us more about the personal coaching sessions and the follow-ups.
Personal, it's I said that I'm the curator, and I will be the first who will meet teenagers, because my module is the first. That's why follow-ups and personal contact with me, I'm always open, and I will be responsible for those who come to the program. That's why 12 kids, 12 teenagers, because this is how many I can embrace. And I'd like to give attention to everyone as a psychotherapist here. I'd like to give advice to parents if they need this. And why 9 months? Again, why 9 months? Why 9 modules? It's the same time. It's a time before we give birth to a baby.
Wow.
And that's why it's very symbolic for me. We are grooming, we are growing new personalities.
Wow.
And 9 months is, after 9 months, they will show to the world their newly developed skills. And you know that I'm a member of, a founding member of Immigrant Women in Business Association.
Oh wow, that's the organization, all the business women are there. And Svetlana is the lady, correct?
Svetlana is our leader, and Svetlana, she's incredible. She's unstoppable, and she's the best.
She is, no doubt about this. So, Dr. Naira, you are a PhD in psychology. I would like to ask you a few questions related to this, and I know Rida has more. One of the questions when you were introducing, you mentioned that everybody has a leader in him or herself.
They do.
Don't you think that there are some people who don't have that leadership skills in them?
I don't think.
Everybody is not a leader.
I don't think that, so everyone is a leader.
Oh, really?
You know what's important? The scale of your leadership. You can be leader of your own life.
Oh, okay.
You can be leader of your small circle, family, of circle of friends or those who you love. You can be leader of bigger crowd. When you spoke with Svetlana, she's a leader of a bigger scale.
Yeah.
And not everyone can do it, but being a leader is something that we were born with. It's something that comes in a package with us when we come to this world. And why I mentioned Immigrant Women in Business. So the program is created in collaboration with this association. What does it mean?
Okay.
It means that after 9 months, we will organize 3 events for teenagers where they will speak in front of big audience.
Okay.
100 plus, 50 plus people, where they will come to the stage and get this experience of present themselves.
Wow. Wow.
And the first event will be for home prepared speech. So they have their mentors, they prepare, they come, they introduce, they engage. The second event, as I said, the level of stress is increasing, the resilience is increasing as well. So the second event is impromptu speech. Teenagers will come on stage and they will get topics right now on stage, and they will have 3 minutes to get prepared. At that point, they will have all the tools how to make it happen, how to speak, how to get prepared, and what to do with the audience, how to ask, how to use their humor, how to use their bodies, and deliver their message. The third event will be debate. So it will be teamwork where they will work on pros and cons, and again they will get the topic on stage and they will get prepared in a few minutes. And finally, after these 3 events, we will have event number 4. It will be certification gala, where we will invite friends, parents, guests, and dance.
I'm already there.
And at that point, everyone will be knowing how to dance.
Yeah.
And get their certification and awards.
Awesome. I have more questions, but I know Rida is waiting to ask some questions related to psychology. Come on, Rida.
So I know you're a member of the Forbes Coaches Council, and Forbes is a big name. So what actually led you to become their member, and what was the motivation?
I was, there was a period when I was involved in anti-crisis management for companies, and my role was HR part. And I even taught at the university for almost a year, these 2 students. And this is what I love as well. It's another hat, as I said, flexibility is my another hat. So what I do for Forbes, I write articles on leadership, team building, and human resources.
Also, their website is filled with her articles, eh? I
have
that.
many. I think I have about 30 articles for now.
Wow,
Yes.
amazing. So psychology was my second major after HR, and it gives you a very different food of thought to actually analyze people, to see where they come from, and actually put yourself in their shoes. What do you think is the simplified definition of psychology? Because it has to do with your brain, it has to do with your challenges, and there are so many people out there who actually cannot perform well because they're not psychologically conscious, I would say. So what do you think, there should be some tips and tricks to actually be psychologically intelligent?
I would say shift focus is the first. Usually our focus is on other people. What do they think? How they act? What do they say? Shifting focus, I mean just looking inside and understanding who you are in this interaction. Some people, and I notice this everywhere, so for example, look, you speak fast and Kacy speaks fast, but English is not my first language. It means that I should speak slower to understand and to fit. Otherwise, what I will say, no one will understand. Therefore, it's great. So it's great to embrace your personalities, but it's almost good to understand my needs. So, and be in contact, I would say, with who I am. Another thing is just take your time to find, even look, you asked me a question. There are 2 types of answers that I can give. One will be just to answer, just to say something that is very common, that is very usual, or another possibility, another option is just, to take a second and think about your answer. It's not something that you learned, it's something that you gained throughout your life. And again, that's what I mean, shifting focus. Don't forget that you are part of communication. Your personality, who you are, and how you speak, how you act, how you think. This is important. And speaking about psychology, that's why psychology is infinite. And the person who wants it's like the ocean, you know. Once trying the ocean, you cannot embrace it. You can come every time, but it will be different ocean. It can be different perception. It can be different mood. The same psychology. Psychology is unlimited. You know why? Because the number of people is so huge, and everyone is unique. It means, can you imagine 7.5 billion unique personalities are over there, are working there, and that's why more and more people are coming, right? Are giving birth to others, and so that's what psychology is: knowing people, which is unlimited. You can never know everyone.
Okay, so I have another question. You are talking about building relationships, and relationships is a very, I would say, hard task to maintain, specifically with the people who we really want to keep in our lives. So what do you think is the effective strategies to build relationships at workplace or even in your personal life? Because we have to be socially competent to live in a society which is intellectually competent, if that makes sense. And then, like, you have to grow your network to actually a stage where you have to build your brand reputation, like how you did with IWB and with this founding member of it. So it's all about connections, and it's all about networking at the end of the day. But then we meet people, some stay, some go, and some are like forever, you know, like these. I mean, you just want to cling to them for the rest of your lives. But how to maintain relationships in a world of competency?
I would say the great point to start is to think about common ground. There is always something in common between people. For example, with you we spoke about corporate world. With Kacy, I can speak about family values.
Sure.
So I have kids, you too, and we can speak what is this, just to raise a kid, to have them in our life, how happy we are and how challenging this process.
How much sacrifice it is to raise a kid.
Whatever.
And so this is where we establish first connection. However, for long-term relationships, it's not work. I don't like to say work. I'd like to say it's an effort. It's your input. It's something that you grow. It's something that you work on. I don't want word work because it has like tension. It's not to work but to groom, to take care, to
not give up.
To flourish, to flourish this.
We are almost towards the end of the program, and I've got the program description here. So on behalf of Dr. Naira, I'm just going to repeat what she said. This very program is edutainment, which means education plus entertainment with technologies. It's going to be an effective, active, and exciting for the students, social, emotional competence, ready for transitioning successfully into the adult world. Wow. Doctor, there are some benefits here which you mentioned. Could you just tell us the benefits again?
Yes. 9 skills, 9 essential life skills, 9 competent coaches.
Wow.
We are meeting on weekends. It can be, now we are launching a group for Saturdays on November 27. However, there will be another group that will run on Sundays. Price, and I worked on...
and that's the best part. You're going to get surprised now by knowing the price. How much is it, Doctor?
The price is $120
Whoa.
per month plus HST, and I really worked on it. I wanted it to be affordable for parents.
Just $120 per month for this development, self-development. It's almost nothing, Doctor. How come it's so low?
That's why we have group. When you pay one-on-one for counseling, it's the price of 1 hour, by the way, of 1 hour of counseling. However, because the fact that we have a group, it makes it's enough to pay coaches. It's not for profit project, and So all the expenses included here.
Wow. So, towards the end, as we are, Dr. Naira, could you tell those very people sitting out there, audience, why would they really register for this program and not others? What's the attraction after knowing all this again?
The attraction that you mentioned, so besides these benefits that we have, so we have training part and we have practical part. We have practice in small groups, we have practice in front of a big audience. And this is, I know there are no other training programs that can provide this. And moreover, what we do, we we are working on the next level of this program. So once launching first level, we are working on the second. And we are responsible for our kids. We are taking them and we bring them to the level where they are satisfied. For sure, their parents should be satisfied as well, but we are bringing to the level where they feel confident.
Wow.
And they come to the world and they say, and they have their loud voice. And then they say to the world, I do exist. And they have something to say to the world.
Wow. So where is the school located, Doctor?
For now, the first group will run in my studio. It's 722 Shepherd Avenue West. It's North York. It's Bathurst and Shepherd area. However, once we start there, then we will go to other areas around Toronto. We will go to Aurora. We will go to Barrie. We will go to Oakville. That's the plan.
Wow. So is there some kind of a discount or some code? That's what I read somewhere.
We have discount for siblings.
Siblings, eh? Look at that. Bring your siblings over. What about parents?
Bring your parents. So I was asked to create a program. So I have a program for parents. If there will be enough parents who are interested, I will do. It's five sessions for parents, how to establish communication with their kids. It's very important as well. So we want them to understand us. We want them to follow us and just to take our advices. But we need to understand them as well. And this is something that we should develop as parents. I'm a parent and I'm a grandparent.
Yes. So everybody, it was a pleasure having Dr. Naira on live with KacyCExcel at PTN24. Thank you for gracing our TV show, Dr. Naira. This is imparting education. This is grooming out there. This is social development, self-development. What else do we need out there with this program? Very much affordable, as cheap as $120 per month, 9-month course, and your kids get trained, they get groomed, and they get confident, and they know how to speak and behave in the very society outside there. Dr. Naira, thank you for coming here. With Dr. Naira, I end with communicate, connect, and prosper. Thank you. Any last words?
Last words would be to advocate for teenagers. They do need our help. They even sometimes they say, I don't want anything. Let me be alone. They don't. They will not. This is the age when they should be social. First of all, why? It helps them to develop their connections in their brain. And second, they will live long life. And if we will help them now, it means that we will ensure that this life path will be easier for them. Don't forget. And even if they say, leave me alone, please don't. Make it correctly, make it smoothly, but try to help them.
There you go. Yes, Rida. Thank you.
And with some people, we hold them forever in our arms of our heart and never let them go. We'll see you with a brand new show with a brand new guest. Till that time, keep smiling. Happy Friday!
Very soon, every teenager will enter the adult world with new requirements and challenges. To succeed in this world, one needs to have flexibility, stress resilience, visibility, and confidence. Those who are well-equipped are in a winning position. To help our teenagers get properly prepared for adulthood, we've created the Smart Hats 1-year program where we teach the most critical skills for future success, including body language, self-confidence, storytelling, acting, communication, personal image, public speaking, stress management, and even dancing. After completing the main course, our teenagers will be able to test their skills in front of a real audience with stage presence, impromptu speech, and competitive debate activities. But that's not all. At the end of the program, there is a final gala where each graduate will receive a certificate and celebrate their victory. It's true that the adult world is full of ups and downs. However, the one who comes ready is destined to succeed.